Boss Guitar Pedals, The Complete Guide Part 1. Intro. What's up, gearheads? Today we're diving deep into the world of Boss guitar pedals, those iconic stomp boxes that have shaped the sound of guitar music for over 5 decades. Whether you're a bedroom player or a touring professional, chances are you've encountered the distinctive look and sound of a Boss pedal. In this two-part series, we're exploring everything from their legendary history to the must-have pedals that belong on every pedal board. Let's get started. History and legacy. Boss, a division of Roland Corporation, revolutionized the pedal industry when they launched in 1976. Before Boss, most effects were fragile and inconsistent. Boss changed the game with their virtually indestructible metal enclosures and innovative electronic buffered bypass system. That first pedal, the CE1 Chorus Ensemble, set the standard for what was to come. But it was 1979 that truly put Boss on the map. 3 pedals dropped that year that would become absolute legends: the OD1 Overdrive, the DS1 Distortion, and the CE2 Chorus. These weren't just pedals, they became the blueprint for entire categories of effects. The DS1 alone has sold millions of units and can be heard on countless recordings from Nirvana to Metallica. What makes Boss pedals so special? Consistency, durability, affordability. While boutique pedals come and go, Boss pedals just work. They survive decades of stomping, they sound the same whether you're in Tokyo or Texas, and they won't drain your bank account. That's why you'll find them on pedal boards worth thousands of dollars, right next to boutique pedals costing 5 times as much. The Overdrive and Distortion family. Let's talk dirt pedals, because this is where Boss really shines. The BD2 Blues Driver is arguably the most versatile overdrive pedal ever made. Released in 1995, it delivers everything from subtle tube amp warmth to aggressive crunch. The secret is in its asymmetric clipping circuit, which creates harmonically rich overtones that respond beautifully to your picking dynamics. Players like John Mayer and Joe Bonamassa have made it a staple of their rigs. Then there's the SD1 Super Overdrive. If the Tube Screamer is the king of mid-focused overdrives, the SD1 is its more affordable, more aggressive cousin. It's been a secret weapon for metal players who stack it in front of high-gain amps to tighten up their tone. At under $100, it's an absolute steal. The DS1 Distortion deserves its own shrine. Kurt Cobain used it to create the grinding, fuzzy distortion that defined grunge. Steve Vai used it in his early days. It's harsh, it's aggressive, and it cuts through any mix like a chainsaw. Sure, some people mod it to tame the high end, but that raw, unrefined character is exactly why it's remained relevant for over 40 years. And we can't forget the Metal Zone MT2. Yes, it's become a meme in guitar circles, but here's the truth. In the right hands, with proper EQ settings, it's a legitimate high-gain monster. The 4-band EQ gives you surgical control over your tone. The problem is most people max out all the knobs and wonder why it sounds terrible. Treat it with respect, and it delivers crushing modern metal tones. Modulation masters. Boss didn't just dominate the dirt pedal market, they practically invented modern modulation effects. The CE2 Chorus from 1979 is the sound you hear on every 80s song ever recorded. That lush, shimmering quality became synonymous with clean guitar tones. The reissue Waza Craft version proves that after all these years, nothing quite sounds like a Boss chorus. The CH1 Super Chorus took things further with stereo outputs and more versatility. But the real sleeper hit is the DC2 Dimension C, originally released in 1985 and recently reissued due to popular demand. It adds width and depth without the obvious swooshing of traditional chorus. It's subtle spatial enhancement that makes your guitar feel bigger without screaming, effect pedal. Vibrato fans need to check out the VB2 Vibrato, a vintage pedal that's been reissued in the Waza Craft line. It delivers everything from subtle pitch variations to seasick warble. And the TR2 Tremolo remains the straightforward, reliable tremolo that countless players depend on for surf, country, and indie rock tones. Delay and reverb essentials. The DD series of delay pedals represents Boss at their finest. The DD3, DD5, DD7, and now the DD8 have been tour-ready workhorses for decades. The DD3 digital delay, in particular, has achieved legendary status. Released in 1986, it offered up to 800 milliseconds of clean digital delay at a time when rack units cost thousands. Edge from U2 built entire songs around his DD series pedals. Modern players gravitate toward the DD8, which packs 11 delay modes including tape, analog, and shimmer variations. It's got tap tempo, stereo ins and outs, and enough tweakability to satisfy even the most demanding players. Yet it's still simple enough that you can dial in a great slapback echo in 30 seconds. The DM2W delay is for those who prefer analog warmth. This Wazacraft reissue of the classic DM2 delivers those dark, degrading repeats that digital delays struggle to replicate. It's perfect for rockabilly, post-punk, or anywhere you want delay that feels organic and alive. Reverb-wise, the RV6 reverb is an incredible value. 8 reverb modes, including shimmer and dynamic settings, all in that familiar Boss enclosure. The shimmer mode, in particular, creates ambient, otherworldly textures that used to require dedicated boutique pedals costing twice as much. Boss pedals represent something crucial in the guitar world: reliability without compromise. They're the pedals that work at the dive bar and the stadium. They're the pedals your guitar heroes actually use, not just endorse. In Part 2, we're going to build the ultimate Boss-only pedal board, explore their Wazacraft premium line, and discuss which pedals are actually worth modding versus leaving stock. The beauty of Boss is that you can't really go wrong. Whether you're spending $60 on a DS1 or investing in their high-end offerings, you're getting decades of research, bulletproof construction, and tones that have literally shaped modern music. These aren't just effects pedals. They're tools that have enabled countless musicians to find their voice. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment telling me which Boss pedal changed your playing. In Part 2, we're getting into the technical stuff and building some dream rigs. See you there.